everybody. Welcome to another episode of 21 Days of Renewed Strength. No matter how you start your day, today is a new chance for you to be renewed. And today with us, we have someone special, Stogie T.
Madam.
Yes, one of the pioneers of South African hip-hop, one of the best songwriters, and a believer of Christ. So glad to have you here today.
Thank you very much.
Such an honor and a privilege.
Absolutely.
And we really can't wait to hear what you have to share with us. A story, a verse, encouragement about the God renewing your strength, new strength from the Lord. When you were weak one time, and how did God renew you? How did you get through it? Anything that you can share with us.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you find me at an interesting time, honestly. You know, when you've been here, for so long, right, and you've created a certain reputation for yourself as an artist and as a rapper, you kind of it becomes, and then things are working inside you, and they haven't yet manifested, or you're working through that. For me, it's always tricky because it's like going to the gym. You go to the gym, you do for the first time, you work out, and then you get home, you look in the mirror, you said, "How? Nothing." Like nothing's happened. And so for me, like my go-to Bible verse is always Phillipians 2. Chapter 12, where Paul says, work out your salvation with fear and loathing. And that to me, it's so powerful because for me it's like it stopped me. They say don't read until it stops you. And it literally is working it out. There's nothing you can do. The salvation is bought for you already. It's paid for. There's no we're not but what you're doing is actually what's inside you. You're working it out. You want to manifest it. You want to be obedient. You want to be a good Christian. You want to be and that's, that verse always kind of like, edifies me, and the idea of fear and loathing, how to approach that fear and loathing. What does that mean, And you want to be in a place, with our Father where you experience His love and not His discipline, because it's fair. So for me, that's always the verse that that I go to and always finds me at a place where I'm like, working it out as a public person or someone who's trying to, outwardly be, express my salvation.
So awesome.
Yeah.
So, but I just want to pick on you a bit.
Yeah.
So let's say you find yourself in a place where you feel you don't have enough strength. You get weary sometimes, according to the song that we just listened
Absolutely.
to. Amandla Masha, renewed strength. But you find yourself in a place where you get really weary, you're really at the bottom, you're really at your lowest. How do you then find your strength? How do you get back on track with Christ? What do you do?
I mean, I travel a lot, so I'm away from home, I'm away from the kids, I'm away from my wife, no morning devotion, you are somewhere trying to catch a train.
Yes.
And, it's always meditating on the word for me.
Okay.
It's always meditating on the word. It's like, oh, that show was terrible. Oh, we had a problem with this guy, with that. I'm not feeling the most. And it's just meditating on the word. And sometimes it's just about going through the landscape of the word. Like you leave, you read for, let's say, an hour, 30 minutes or something, or 30 minutes, and nothing stopped you really, nothing got you, but you've left with at least, okay, the landscape. Okay, that's how they phrase this. Oh, okay, wow, that's and you end up now marveling God's, God's creation, and to me that's even that little, and that's the little bit. That's the life. But it's always meditating on the word. It's always absolutely all the time. You find hope in that. You find strength in that, and so.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. always find a moment to meditate on the word. That was so powerful.
Amen.
Thank you so much for coming through and
for
joining me on my couch.
Hey, now.
Yeah.
Bless.
Thank you so much, guys. I know that touched you like the same way it has touched me. And catch us on the next episode of 21 Days of Renewed Strength. That was Stogie T.